What's up, YouTube? Welcome back for another YouTube video. This video, we got NFL. What is this? Week 15? Yeah, NFL Week 15 pick'ems. And before we get into the picks, let's take a quick look at from last week. I'm not even gonna say what my record was last week. It was pretty bad. I picked a lot of dogs, and the dogs weren't hitting. So it really backfired and bit me right in the rear end. So not looking good. Andrew took this opportunity and right there and punched me right in the face. He went 8 for 8. Everyone else went 8 for 8 pretty much. I'm not even gonna say what I went because that was just so bad. But I have an overall of 129 to 79. Andrew's up at 132 for 76. So Andrew's on top. He's up by 3. Dan's behind me by 1, which is terrifying. That he's almost catching up to me. That's when you know you're doing pretty bad. Then you got Red, just chilling in the bottom there. He's been there for pretty much the whole season, and he's just vibing there in his own little level down there, right? You got his club suite in the bottom, while me and Andrew are fighting for first, and Dan is just doing Dan stuff. So, with all that said, let's take a look into Week 15. We'll see what we got here. So, Thursday Night Football, we got Chargers at Raiders. So it's a pretty good matchup. Justin Herbert, of course, he broke his finger. I think it was his index finger, so you know he can't point at anyone no more. He can't point at the receiver. The receivers whose fault it was. He has to carry the team now. But Las Vegas favored by 3. Vegas is at home. Raiders defense is legit, man. Held the Vikings to 3-point and still lost that game. How about that, man? So that just shows you where the Raiders are at. So, you know, even with Easton Stick at quarterback for the Chargers, I still think they have a chance. It definitely will still be a close game. Aiden O'Connell ain't the quarterback for the future for the Raiders, unfortunately. So, with that, Chargers, Raiders at home. Raiders defense is legit. I gotta go with the Raiders, man. I love that defense. And you just gotta hope that offense gets going, man. Or else it's just wasting Devontae Adams' career. What a waste of the year for him it was. I mean, maybe they can sing in the wild card, but even if they win, this will be like 6-8, competing with all these teams that are like currently 7-5, or what is this 7-5? No, 7-6. Competing with all these teams that are 7-6, so they're 2 games behind. So yeah, give me the Raiders at home. Aiden O'Connell, give me the mustache, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, and Max Crosby, that beast. All right. Next, we got the Saturday games. First week of Saturday games. Nice. First game for Saturday is the 1 p.m. game. We got Vikings at Bengals. 2 teams fighting for a playoff spot. Vikings got the dub in an ugly game last week against the Raiders. And then the Bengals, man, they got business. They're standing on business, man. They got the job done. I think they were at home against the Colts. Big win. Nice win. Jake Browning's legit. Bro, is this the next coming of Tom Brady? Nah, I'm just kidding. That's way too far, man. That's way too far. But, you know, he's getting the job done. Chase Brown's emerging as a good backup running back. He's a good 1-2 punch with Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's having a good season. And then you look at the Vikings, they just benched Dobbs. They don't really have a direction with the franchise right now, I would say that. Whereas the Bengals, Jake Brown has been playing good, so I gotta go with how they're playing right now. The Vikings playing mediocre football, maybe even below average. Still got away with a win though. Lost to the Bears the week before, I believe. Was it? No, I don't know. Well, whatever that was. The Bengals are just on a what? I think they're on a 3-game winning streak. Let me check that real quick. Fact check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Nope, they're on a 2-game winning streak. Lost to the Steelers, but still. Who else did they beat? They beat the Jacks. Come on now. That defense is still acting up, so let's go. The Bengals are home too, so I'll take the Bengals. Give me Jake Browning and the Bengals. Jamar Chase. Give me the boys. Who they? Jake Browning, that's who they. Alright, moving on. We got 4:30 game. For Saturday, we got Steelers at Colts. All these games on NFL Network, by the way. I don't know why they're all, maybe because of the bowl games. But we got Steelers at Colts. Minshew Mania is starting to die down a bit. But Steelers, I'm pretty sure they're going to be with Mitchell Trubisky. And even with Mitchell Trubisky, that offense is still gonna be not any better than an injured Kenny Pickett, I'll say. So we'll see what goes on there. Did they have Kenny Pickett last week? No, that's when. No, they did. They did have Kenny Pickett last week. All right. So it looks like it'll be Kenny Pickett at the helm again. Steelers, T.J. Watt might have gotten a concussion. They just pulled a Dolphins training staff like last year, so they might have just tried to hide a concussion from like putting T.J. Watt in the injury report. So we'll see if he plays. I don't think he'll play if he actually has a concussion, which it does seem like he did. But if he doesn't play, that's a huge factor. I'll take the Colts at home. You know, both these teams, again, fighting for a playoff spot. Good matchup here. But Colts are going to be hungry. I think I'm going to trust Minshew more than I will Trubisky. And I don't know if I can trust that Steelers defense without TJ Watt. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Colts. They got a bunch of weapons there on offense. So give me the Colts. Moving on to the Saturday night game. We got a good matchup there. Broncos and Lions. Lions favored by 4. Broncos 7-6, one game behind the Chiefs. Surprising. And then we got Lions 9-4. So the thing with this game, one team is on a tear, heating up, got momentum going with them. The other team is not looking good at all. And the team that's not looking good at all is the Lions, man. They lost to the Bears. It's a pretty bad loss. They only put up 13 points. So the Bears defense has been improving. They definitely have to go back to what they were doing beginning of the season, which was just pounding the rock to open things up in their passing game. For the Broncos, though, the secondary it's been pretty solid, man. This is definitely a good matchup here. Broncos at Lions. Lions will be at home, but the Lions are struggling, man. They're struggling on offense, and that defense isn't getting any better either. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos here to upset the Lions. Give me the Broncos the upset. They're definitely I think they got more motivation as they're reaching close to the Chiefs. The Lions are on top of the division. I don't think they have any threats to worry about. And I don't know what's going on with the Lions, man. Until they get better, I don't know if I can pick them as a good team. But they're definitely cooling down. Not what you want as you head closer to playoff time. So hopefully they figure it out. But for this game, I think I got the Broncos here. I think the Broncos will take this one. All right, moving on. We got Jets at Dolphins. Whoa, Dolphins, bro. What a loss. Monday Night Football against the Titans. That was ridiculous. How you can't be losing that game. That's arguably the worst loss of the season I've ever seen. Right next to the Cowboys and the Cardinals, which is also pretty bad. But dude, how? When Tyreek Hill got hurt, it looked like that whole offense didn't know what to do. The whole game plan was thrown out the window. And of course, Connor Williams, the center, he's out for the season. Jalen Waddle got hurt in the first catch he made. And yeah, man, DeAndre Hopkins made big plays, made big catch. Xavier Howard tried to go make big plays too much, and he got caught sometimes. So, yeah, they were up 27-13 with 3 minutes left in the game. Titans were able to score. Dolphins went 3-and-out, punt, short punt. Titans got it again, scored a touchdown, and it was over with, man. That was ugly showing from the Dolphins. Really exposed themselves. I don't think most people. I think most people are going to consider them frauds. Most people might have already considered them frauds, but now that didn't help their case at all. So it's even worse now for the Dolphins. The Jets only getting momentum. They absolutely destroyed the Texans. Zach Wilson was on one. He had nothing to lose, like he said, and he balled out. So will he ball out again? This game at Miami? I don't think so. Miami's going to be at home. They're going to be, I hope they're heated. I hope they're mad about what happened last week. So I think that's going to bring extra motivation on the Dolphins side. Vic Fangio, it's definitely going to fix up that defense. I hope, man. Because allowing 28 points at the time is kind of ridiculous. So with that, Tyreek Hill, he might be a little banged up, which may cause the Dolphins some trouble. I think this game will be close. Zach Wilson still has nothing to lose, so he might just be a new mythical creature right there. Nothing to lose, Zach Wilson. So, yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I think I'll take the Jets on the points here. But I think I'm going to take the Dolphins to win at home. So give me the Dolphins there. Moving on, we got Texans at Titans. Titans at home and favored by 3. And they're a good team that only play at home. The problem with the Texans is C.J. Stroud might have a concussion, so we're uncertain of his. He's a game time decision. Hank Dell, he's out for the year. Nico Collins, he got injured last week against the Jets, so this Texans is pretty banged up. The defense is still there, but they allowed the Jets to put up 30-something points on them. So the Titans, they're only gaining momentum as they got a big win in Miami. I guess I have to agree with the spread here. As long as C.J. Stroud doesn't play, I'm gonna go with the Texans. If C.J. Stroud does play, I'm gonna go. But no, what did I say? What the hell, man? I'm losing it. Okay, if C.J. Stroud is not playing, I'm going with the Titans. If he does play, I'm gonna go with the Texans. So that's where I'm gonna go. It's a little weird, but we don't know who's playing, who's not yet. So as of now, I'm gonna go with the Titans at home. But if news breaks out that C.J. Stroud is playing, I'm gonna go back to the Texans. So, all right, moving on. We got we got Bucks at Packers. Packers at home. Packers, man, got overwhelmed by the GABAGOOL, man. Got the GABAGOOL. Hey, Tommy DeVito is him. You see his agent? He's Italian. He made things happen. The Cutlets, Tommy Cutlets. Come on now. That accent is horrible. I'm sorry, guys. But Bucks at Packers. The Bucks got a big win over the Falcons last week. The Bucks, disappointing loss against the Giants. Packers are favored by 3.5. The Bucks playing off of the division. I think I'm gonna go with the Packers here. Their Packers are a pretty inconsistent team. So since they didn't play all that great last week, I think they're really great this week. So give me the Packers here. Not very good reasoning, but still, Jordan Love. Unsure about Christian Watson. If he plays, that'd be even better. For the Bucks side, their key to success would probably be running the ball, but they don't do that a ton. They like to pass it a ton, mostly because they got the weapons out on the outside. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, but Packers defense definitely got to figure it out. Well, and I think they'll figure it out against the Bucks. They're not all that great, so I'm gonna go with the Packers. They play pretty well against the mid teams and the great teams. They kind of pretty inconsistent, I'll say. They did beat the Chiefs. I can't say they played bad. So, and they beat the Lions. So they play good against good teams. Maybe they just play bad against crappy teams. But I don't say the Bucks are a crappy team. I would say they're a mid team. So but that logic, whatever. I got the Packers. Moving on, we got Giants and Saints. Tommy Cutlets. He's probably my new favorite quarterback, by the way. Love that guy. So the Saints, I think they're a disappointing team, man. I know they got a big win against the Panthers, but I think that game was closer than what the score indicates. So, they're 6-7. The offense still struggles at times. The defense made some plays against the Panthers, but I think it was more Panthers shooting themselves in the foot. And then the Giants. They got Saquon. They got momentum. They got the Cutlets. They got the Tommy. They got the DeVito. They got the Italians. You can't go against the Italians. Come on now. And I think this Giants team game momentum. I hope they make the playoffs. That'd be so fun if they did. That'd be crazy. That'd be insane. So I'm gonna go with the Giants just for the storyline. Can we let the legacy of Tommy Cutlets continue? I love it. Give me the Giants. The Saints, they've been not all that great. So Giants, man. Tommy DeVito, man. Let's go. All right, moving on. We got Falcons at Panthers. Panthers, man. It's an ugly team to watch, man. That's so. If I was a Panthers fan, I would close my eyes and just burn the TV wherever they're playing, man. It's so bad how they're playing. Their own line, they can't block. Receivers struggle to get open. Defense have been playing solid, but it's not much they can do. It's when the offense constantly go 3 and out, right? So the Falcons here, they got the advantage you'd assume in all the matchups. The defense is a pretty good defense. I like the secondary there. The run defense is also pretty solid. As for the offense, Desmond Ridder plays pretty good. It's just he makes pretty bad decisions every now and then, which is can be pretty costly as he turns the ball over. But I don't know. He can't be on and off. And I don't think that'll really matter if against the Panthers. I'm surprised Falcons are only favored by 3. I guess because the Panthers at home. The Panthers had I thought was one of was a winnable game last week. Didn't turn out that way. So I can't go back to them again. Give me the Falcons here. Give me the Falcons on the road. And I think that'll make them the leader in their division. So give me the Falcons to take the lead in the division. All right, moving on. We got the Bears. We got the Browns. The Bears and the Browns. Two pretty good teams. I say the Bears are pretty good because they're getting momentum. That defense got a lot better. The Browns are at home and only favored by 3. These are sketchy odds, I'd say. That is a sketchy odd. Browns favored by 3. But the Bears are heating up. They're starting to win games. They beat the Lions. They beat the Vikings. That defense is playing a lot better. The Browns, they got Joe Flacco. Joe Elite, right? Who would they beat? They beat the Jags. And lost pretty bad to the Rams. I actually like the Bears in this situation here. But the Browns defense is elite. That's an elite defense. So I gotta go with the Browns. I'm staying with the Browns. They're at home. They got the elite defense. I can't go against that elite defense, especially since Joe Flacco is finding success on the offense. So with that, I got the Browns. The Bears are gonna make this close, I think. The Bears will make this close. All right. Next, we got the Chiefs at Patriots. And Chiefs fans, come on. Darius Toney is costing your team so many drops. I've seen him drop so many last week. It was wide open, and then offsides call. You guys get so many calls that go your way, and the one call that didn't go your way, you guys get pissed. You try to burn down Twitter, trying to rebel against the league and whatnot. But Holmes, he did not. That's not what you want to see from your franchise guy complaining to Josh Allen. Like, what are you supposed to do for Josh Allen? He goes, oh, that was the worst call ever. What are you saying? It's like, yeah, whatever, man. You won the game. So, yeah, that would have been a big play. That would have been an awesome play by the Chiefs, but it just happens that he was offside. That's just unfortunate. So, unfortunate it happened for the Chiefs, but don't you worry. You got a pretty easy matchup here with the Patriots. Bailey Zappi finds some life in the offense for the Patriots, but defense is also stepping up too. So defense for the Patriots might make this game close, especially since the Chiefs have been struggling on offense, and they've been getting pretty banged up. I'm pretty sure Pacheco will be back for this game. I don't know about Drew Tranquil, and I love that secondary for the Chiefs, man. McDuffie and Snead, that's a pretty good 1-2 combo there for the secondary. I think they'll be able to shut down the Patriots offense, and with that, give me the Chiefs. Not much competition there. Moving on, you got 49ers at Cardinals. Have the Cardinals been competitive in the last few games? I'm not even sure. Let me check their schedule here. They beat the Steelers last week. Was that last week? Were they on bye last week? They might have been. Right? Yeah. They must have been on bye last week, okay? So, yeah, they were on bye last week. They got to win against the Steelers, so that's a pretty good win for them. Other than that, I don't know. They got some weird wins. They beat the Steelers, the Cowboys. I don't know who else they beat, but 49ers, they're a good team. They're on fire. The spread's at 12.5. I'm definitely going the Niners here, no question. They're the team on fire. They can't afford the loss, or else they might risk losing that number 1 seed in the conference. So they got all the motivation here to win. The Cardinals, since they got James Conner back, they've been finding some success, but still. And Trey McBride, they might have found something with that tight end, Trey McBride. He's a good fantasy tight end. I'm not sure about an actual in-game tight end, but he's been looking pretty solid. Arizona, 3-10. Wow, that's pretty bad. Or whatever. I got the 49ers. Moving on, we got Commanders at Rams. Oh, okay. All right. So we got Commanders at Rams. Rams are playing pretty good ball. They were competitive with the Ravens, the number 1 team in the AFC currently. Took them to overtime. Unfortunately, lost to a punt return touchdown. But this team is good. Matthew Stafford is slinging the rock. 19 touchdowns this season. They got threats on the offense. They got Puka. They got Cup. Kyrie Williams carrying it on the ground. That offense is nice, and the Rams are only getting better. They're probably the best 6 and 7 team in the league right now. So, and with that, so I definitely got to go with the Rams at home. The Commanders have nothing to offer. They're on a cold streak. And by cold streak, they're not playing all that great. They got destroyed by the Dolphins. They got destroyed by the Cowboys. Both 45 to 10 to the Cowboys, 45 to 15 to the Dolphins. They got destroyed by the Giants. They lost close one to Seahawks. So they're on a losing streak. They don't have much momentum. The offensive line isn't all that great. So they don't really find success in the running offense. And even the passing offense can struggle at times, especially since Sam Howell doesn't have a lot of time to throw the ball. So imagine having Aaron Donald on the other side of the ball, tearing up your offensive line. That's a scary sight. It's just like Geno Smith, oh God! He just throws it away. So give me the Rams. I think that's an easy one here for the Rams. Moving on, we got Cowboys at Bills. And I'm surprised to see the Bills are favored by 2.5. That's interesting. That's an interesting line. The Cowboys, I think they're the ones with all the momentum. The huge win against the Eagles last week. They are 3-3 on the road, though. But the ESPN analytics is favoring the Cowboys, but the Vegas is favoring Bills. Sketchy lines here, sketchy lines. The Bills' offense is playing pretty solid. They weren't all that impressive to me last week. Josh Allen was making a mistake. He got pressured a bit as well. As far as the defense, they also kind of struggled at times, but you got the Cowboys here. Dak Prescott, he's playing on an MVP level. CeeDee Lamb's the wide receiver 1, and that offense is on a tear. Not only that offense, but that defense is killing it too. Darren Bland, Stephon Gilmore. Imagine if they have Tre'Davion Diggs. That secondary would be crazy. So they got their guys there on the secondary. They're nice with it. They might be able to slow down this Bills offense. I'm trusting them to. Micah Parsons is a beast, brings all the pressure. So I can't go against the Cowboys here. I'm definitely going to go with the Cowboys on the road. And that'll put the Bills in some trouble as they try to reach the playoffs. Because then that'll make them 7-7. Not in a situation you want to be. So this is definitely a must-win game for the Bills. But the Cowboys are looking at elite right now. They're looking like an elite team. I can't go against them. I got the Cowboys. Sunday night. We got Ravens at Jags. This is going to be a good matchup. Yeah, I think it'll be a great matchup. Trevor Lawrence, I think his ankle will be more healthy. So, who did the Jags play? It was the Browns. They got beat pretty bad by the Browns. But that defense, man, it's nasty. But the Ravens defense is good too. They probably have the top 3 rushing defense. So that definitely help playing against Travis Etienne. Trevor Lawrence, he's having a good season. They're just still not throwing to Calvin Ridley, so I had to bench him in fantasy, guys. I can't be playing Calvin Ridley no more. He's a liability in my fantasy team. But, fantasy doesn't matter in this matchup. Ravens are a dangerous team. Lamar Jackson, he leads the team in rushing as well. I guess that makes sense. And Zay Flowers is a pretty good receiver. He's a great rookie right now, making plays. Odell Beckham Jr. is making plays well. So this Ravens team is only getting more dangerous, and they play pretty well on the road. The Jags are 3-4 at home. It's kind of surprising. And the Ravens are 5-1 on the road. I gotta go to the Ravens here. I don't think I can pick the Jags to win this one. The Jags, I think they're starting this Ravens defense, which allowed 37 by the Rams. So they might be a little overrated now, but I don't know. Actually, no, they might be underrated because I think that just might be like an outlier. The Jags only won 2 of the last 5. But they've been playing tough competition. Oof. The Ravens won 4 of the last 5. They lost to the Browns. I gotta go with the Ravens. And Lamar Jackson's on right now. He's killing it. In the air and on the ground. I don't think the Jags will be able to contain him. So, with that, I got the Ravens. Moving on. Monday night. We got Monday Night Football. We got Eagles at Seahawks. Now, the Eagles, terrible loss to the Cowboys last week. The offense struggled, man. The Cowboys were able to force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball, and he kind of struggled at times. Stephon Gilmore had I don't want to say he had the clamps on AJ Brown, but he was making plays, man. he defended pretty well. Got a few fumbles. There's times the Ravens just got close to scoring and they just get fumbles, man. Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball. Devontae Smith fumbled the ball. The turnovers kind of killed them there a bit. And yeah, man, the Eagles team might be a little exposed right now. They're gonna go on the road against the tough, playing on. Well, the Seahawks, they're tough to play when they're at home. Seahawks will be at home. They're 4-2 at home. I think this stuff will be a close one. What's the spread at? The spread is at Eagles -4. You know what? If Geno plays this game, I think the Seahawks are going to win this game. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks if Geno plays. Because the Seahawks, this is going to be a must-win situation. Just like the Bills, they're 6-7. If they lose, to be 6-8. And that'll be tough to get into a wild card with the 6-8 record. So their backs are against the rope right now. They know that too. Pete Carroll, he's going to get these guys ready. They play well at home. I won't be surprised if the Eagles lose this one. I think the Seahawks are gonna. I think the Eagles are a little bit exposed too, so that'll definitely help the Seahawks a bit. The Eagles lost their last 2. It'll be tough to see them lose their last 3, but it is what it is, man. I think I like the Seahawks here, so I'm gonna go with the Seahawks with the upset. I'm gonna take the risk and go with the Seahawks. That's gonna be my upset pick for the week. So with that recaps Week 15. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Tomorrow we should be posting the college bowl game mania breakdowns. We won't be doing the picks because me and Rand is in a competition. That'll give the other guys an unfair advantage. So we're just gonna do the breakdown. It might be a little awkward, but it is what it is. I'll try to make better content with that as well. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below where you agree and disagree and who you think is gonna win this week. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Also, let me know down below if you think the Bills have a chance against the Cowboys. I'm intrigued because Vegas has the Bills favor here, so that's kind of sketchy. So, yep, like I said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.